Read receipts on message apps. So what I mean is, so I send Charlie a message on Facebook.
Yeah.
I can see, due to the design of Facebook,
Oh.
I can see when he's read the message.
Mm.
I don't like that. I don't think that's a good idea.
I don't think it's good, is it? Because at least in the back of your mind, you can go, oh, maybe they just didn't see it. But if someone's looked at it, they made a deliberate decision to not respond and ignore you.
or you say that. I do this all the time, where I get a message on like WhatsApp or Facebook or something. I read it, I think of my response, and then I just put my phone away, thinking I already responded. Especially if it's something not important.
I've done that so many times, yeah.
Too.
Like, but because of, we all know, if you've seen it, you know, Charlie has seen my message, but he might not have remembered that he saw this message. Which is what, so then like there's kind of a double guilt on the person receiving the message, because you've either got to make the decision, hey, I know I'm not really going to read this properly. I either look at it now or deliberately wait to not look at it, which we all know that I'm deliberately waiting to not look at it. Is that I'm deliberately putting off looking at it.
I think that's what you
We
just
all
have
know.
to do.
Did
though.
you see?
That's just what you have to do. Is just deliberately put it
But-
off and just try and make a mental
Yeah.
note to come
But
back
what
to
I'm
it.
saying is, we shouldn't have. That shouldn't be the way it works. It should be.
Did you see that iPhone recently, their announcement have implemented on iMessage and stuff that you can mark things as unread? That even if you've read it, you can then mark it as unread.
That's good.
So that the people will look at it and be like, oh, they haven't read it yet.
But that's kind of adding more effort than just removing the read thing in total.
Yeah, just removing it altogether.
If you remove it altogether, and then what you could even do is you could set it so that like you go, hey, remind me in 1 hour that this message came through. If you're really going through this, I don't want to respond right now, I don't want to read it right now, do that. By automatically have it so that you can't tell when someone's read a message.
That's true.
Because it creates a lot of expectations from the sender and the receiver.
You start playing a lot of mental games in there.
Yeah, you do. When you're just like, oh, my mum just asked me something, but I'm like, I'm on the bus, I can't respond right now, I can't be bothered to read it.
Yeah.
Then it's like, oh, well, she thinks I've blanked her for 5 hours. When it's like, no, I've just been at work and I haven't been sending messages. It's like,
I always I have like a crux where I don't always feel like responding to people. So sometimes I'll just leave it there. But then I really hate having apps on my homepage with like one next to them.
I hate that shit.
There we go. I was going to mention that as well.
I need to get rid of that, but I don't want to reply yet.
Yeah, but I don't want to, you know, sit down and, especially if it's like a long message or to someone like potentially like important, or like for like a job or something.
Yeah.
It's like I don't want to, like I've had, like I don't know if you guys use like Microsoft Teams or like Slack.
I have
Basically things like Discord, but you know, for some reason office spaces don't want to use Discord even
Business.
though it's great. People send you messages and you're like, oh, I'm in the middle of a task and I know that if I look at this message, they're going to think I'm going to start doing the next task, even though I'm still currently working on a task. But they also know that, like, I'm in the office. Like, I'm round the corner from them. So
you're online.
So, I might... So, in their head, I'm deliberately ignoring them, which I am. But it's for a good reason most of the time. So, that's why I think read receipts on... At least on casual messenger app. Like, if you know, Facebook... I don't need to know if
that's why texting is just quite nice when you just text someone and you're just like, I have no idea whether they've even received that.
Yeah, because it's also nice from the sender's perspective with text, because I know people, you know, don't get that many texts often. People don't check their texts often.
Yeah.
I know when I send it, I'm not going to get immediate response from this person, but that's fine because I go in with the expectation of that.
Yeah, I was toying with the idea recently of removing all social media.
Interesting.
And just kind of going, bin it. I kind of can't be asked for one. And then on the second hand, I'm just like, I'll just use WhatsApp. I'll just migrate all group chats over to WhatsApp, use that, because then you can still have the internet, but then you just remove the fact that you're getting messages on Facebook and friend requests that come through, or requests for messages from people that are like my business on Facebook. It's like, fuck off, Amanda. We went to school together in year 1. I don't know who the fuck you are.